Coming up on Look Today, well, demonstrators took to the streets in Saratoga on Saturday, calling for President Trump to release his tax returns. I've got details. And Universal Preservation Hall in Saratoga is scheduled to close for renovations beginning June. More on that coming up. And the Prevention Council in Saratoga is constructing a community outreach center. We've got those details. It's all ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone, I'm Jay Hood Jackson and this is Look Today. Well, in tonight's program I sit down with Chuck Visconyan. He's a president of the Rockman Record Club and a rock and roll historian. He's here to talk about the club's upcoming listening party, which is going to feature Jethro Tull's Aqualung. I also sit down with Captain Dave Borton. Now he's a founder of Sustainable Energy Systems. He's here to talk about solar electric boats. Plus we've got your weather for the Tri-North counties. First, these headline stories. Well, in our lead story, a demonstration took place in downtown Saratoga Springs on Saturday. A large group of concerned citizens gathered in front of the post office, chanting, "Donald Trump, release your taxes." Mayor Joanne Yepsen of Saratoga was present at the gathering where she addressed the crowd, highlighting the importance of transparency for elected officials. We were at the demonstration and we spoke to Elaine Fraunhofer about her concerns.
All presidents since Watergate have released their taxes, so it's pretty unique that he's refusing to do that. And that in and of itself, I think, should concern people. But in addition to that, we know that Trump has holdings in businesses all over the world. And what we don't know is whether those business holdings are in conflict with his role as the President of the United States. So more than any other president, he should be releasing his taxes, and that's why we're here.
Democracy in action. In other news, well, after reaching the $5 million mark for the Capital Campaign Fund, Universal Preservation Hall in Saratoga is scheduled to close for renovations beginning June. Now, the hall will be closed for a full year while it is transformed into a premier concert hall. Well, we spoke to Teddy Foster. She's a campaign director for the hall about the future programming that is in store.
Programming will be things like Broadway cabaret, a lot of live music, some live theater, and also because we are an affiliate of Proctor's, we will be instituting and bringing up here their School of Performing Arts for children. So people in Saratoga and the surrounding areas can really expect to have wonderful children's programming in the future here. It's going to be very cool.
No, that wasn't deliberate theatrical lighting there. The sun apparently went in and out during the interview. Switching from news to weather. Well, after a beautiful weekend of sunshine, temperatures still are in the mid-60s. Let's see how the week is shaping up. For a more detailed look at our weather, let's head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast.
Thank you, Jesse. Thanks for joining us here for our first look at the forecast. And we're going to continue to see a couple fronts down to our south. This first immediate system brushed through over the past 24 hours. The more active system down to our south across portions of Arkansas, Tennessee, the Carolinas. That's going to be firing off some showers and thunderstorms. Eventually, our next front out to our west right now will begin to push towards us, and that one could bring us some rain chances later on in the week. But for the meantime, still cool behind that system. Temperatures in the 20s and 30s behind this frontal boundary. Scranton 38, 29 Burlington, Bangor 31, Albany 35 to the low. A little bit cooler as you get towards Glens Falls. We'll see partly cloudy skies, a low of about the freezing mark, and a little bit of a breeze will knock temperatures with the wind chill back down closer to about 29 to 30. But the good news is sunshine comes back out quickly. We'll see a pleasant day, high 57, plentiful sunshine even to start the morning off. Temperatures in the low to mid 30s, but we'll see a nice warm up as sunshine dominates throughout the afternoon. Taking a look at the extended forecast right now, here comes our rain chances. They'll ramp up slowly Wednesday, peak Thursday, then fall back out of here on Friday. As you can see, we'll stick in the 50s all week long with temperatures topping out near about 60 degrees Thursday, 70% chance of rain. And we'll finally start to see the clear out throughout the weekend, but that southerly flow that will persist through much of the week, keeping some of that moisture and also some of the more mild weather with us in the weekend. Well, that's it from the Weather Center. Now let's send it back to you, Jesse.
Thanks, Brian. Back to the news. We've got more coverage regarding the Prevention Council at Saratoga. Currently, the council is building the Community Outreach Center. The center will assist recovering addicts in day-to-day challenges. Well, we spoke to Janine Stuchin. She's the executive director of the council.
We are about to open this spring, probably in June, the Southern Adirondack Recovery Alliance, and here in Saratoga will be a community outreach, an outreach and community center for people in recovery from addiction, so that after people receive treatment, they have a place to go to for support.
Up next, I sit down with Chuck Visconian. He's the president of the Rockmond Record Club and a rock and roll historian. He's here to talk about the club's upcoming listening party, which will feature none other than Jethro Tull's Aqualung. And that's happening tomorrow night at Cafe Lena in Saratoga. Plus, I also sit down with Captain Dave Borton. He's a founder of Sustainable Energy Systems, and he's here to talk about solar electric boats. Very cool. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea, how about join us for an interview? Then give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000. Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Look Today. It's Monday, so we like to look ahead. We got a pretty jammed week again. Boy, this past month, it's really been something around here. The Glens Falls Council for Prevention, they will be in to talk about their efforts up north. The Mendelssohn Club is coming in for an interview about their annual concert. Sarah Fisk, the new Children's Museum director, will be in. We rescheduled Ed Bartholomew, the head of economic development in Warren County, for later on this week. There's some issues going on with Pitney Farm here in Saratoga that we'll be covering. And to mention one more time, tomorrow night at Cafe Lena in Saratoga, the Rockmond Record Club, Jethro Tull's Aqualung. All right, tonight on Look TV, it's Beyond the Headlines, and speaking of music, Tracks, our music show, we're premiering a new artist tonight. And don't forget, tune in tomorrow night, Tuesday, for the stories that matter to you. Good night, everyone.